Hey y'all, APG Jamie here. Welcome to the channel. So happy that you're here for the replay or the live, even though no one's here yet on account of it's a surprise live. I know I suggested I would start going lives on third Wednesday. Today's the day, third Wednesday's today. And I got the opportunity to do so, so I am. And we're gonna give it a little bit, and then I will just get going, okay, on some SCUFS, studio clean up folder stuff, or other S appropriate word as you may deem appropriate. I said. Anywho, brief update. Things going very slow with my hubby. The transplant is still doing great. And he had just shoulder surgery, and that went okay. We've not really got much news or anything to report on that. That kind of junk. So, and he is back on the chemo, and we are basically going to try to see if we can switch facilities on account of we're not real happy with where we've been going. Not that there's anything wrong. It's a bunch of little tiny little things. Okay. Anyway, so no news is kind of good news. And no, he's not back to work yet. So anywho, that's about it. Okay. Popo, hey darling, how are you doing? I know I haven't seen y'all in forever. I watch. And a lot of times I'm watching on TV, and you can't comment on and chit chat on TV. And frankly, my mood has not been the bestest of things. I got my moments though. Yeah. Asked the people that knocked on my door the other day what that kind of moment was. Bless their hearts. Maybe they won't come back again. Anywho. Oh. Anyway, yeah, not much going on. I film when I can, which I've been doing okay-ish. I feel like I do compartmental making, which I explain in the videos typically, probably every time. Where you come out and you do this today or this 30 minutes, and then you come back out the next time, and then you do this part. That kind of thing. So compartmental now. And that's really about it. I thought we would do some SCUFS on account of I've not done that for a long time. October was the last time I went live, and that was FUBAR. On account of that particular day, YouTube had done some changes, or who knows what they did, and they had issues with their servers. And the sound wasn't working, and I thought it was my computer, but it wasn't my computer. It was the YouTube server thing, whatever that thing was. And so, yeah, I ended up deleting the 2 or 3 streams that I had started that day because they were all bad. And I actually journaled about it a little bit. Typed up some little notes, and yeah. Because if anybody ever wonders why there's no video for that October 16, 25. That's why, because YouTube, not MeTube, YouTube. So anyway, it doesn't take much to get me started these days. Everything is so frazzled. So I thought we would just go to the next page. And Popo, if you want to pick a folder number, you may. Let me see how many folders we got. And if you don't want to, I can just grab one. Just let me know, because you're my only visitor. So you're the boss. But don't let that go to your head. I made new. Well, y'all probably saw that video where I went through and did a bunch. We got a bunch of new folders, y'all. We have 46 to choose from. So you can either choose one or I'll just grab one. 23 it is. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, that's a big one. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right. Sorry if I ended up bumping the camera. But that's just the way the story goes. And I am going to write it down because I always do. That's what I do. PoPo folder number 23. Okay. Let's see what we got to play with. I think it's a new folder because I don't recognize this stuff. Ooh, we got a little tiny picture. Yeah, you got a little tiny picture. And another picture. It's a very interesting looking one. Heavy cardstock, painted cardstock. I don't know what's on it. We have a end of a book page, number 10. Oh, it's got a little person on that side. That would be page 9. Piece of coffee sleeve, more heavy cardstock, black cardstock, zipper edge, not a zipper edge, the paper thing, piece of fabric, and a tinier piece of fabric. Oh, it's got some sewing on it, some bad sewing. Bad sewing. Yes, they are great colors. Ooh, look, I know what that is. That's some dyed paper that I did at CB's house in San Antonio during some visit in 25. Piece of cardstock, scrapbook paper, cardstock, more of that paper zipper edge. Oh, look, we have envelope, non-completed, a piece of free artist paper, another piece of free artist paper, and we have a big old giant calendar page. That was the August side, so this is probably the September side. Every new beginning comes from some other's beginning's ending. No, I can't read, y'all. My brain wants to say what it wants to say. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. And that's by someone named Seneca. I don't know. That's what it says. That's got to be some Southern property. Just saying. Almost reminds me. Well, it made me think of one of the scenes from that TV series, The Preacher, or was it Just Preacher? It was a weird kind of show, but we enjoyed it, and we were sorry that it ended without an ending. They just stopped making it. I think it may have been a wee bit controversial. Who knows? No telling. Hey, Shauna, how are you doing? I didn't ask Popo how she was doing, but how are you doing, Shauna? Because I'm special like that. We will start with this piece because it is our bigger piece. I have no plans. You probably bet there'll be a pocket. I mean, chances are there's going to be a pocket. But what part of that do I want? It doesn't have to be a pocket. We don't have to do a pocket. I'm trying to talk myself out of doing a pocket. Look how pretty that looks with those the little floofles off of that tag. Okay. And all of a sudden, I'm feeling overwhelmed, y'all. I don't know what's going on about that. Let's see. Do we want that? Like a center scape? Or, okay, let's do that. Let's center this up. What is our page measure? Because we always write it down somewhere, but we never remember. Okay, we're going to go with 8 inches. 8 inches. Get the centering ruler, Doodler, because I can't measure 4 and 4. Get a pencil. I want a pencil. Okay, center. I'm centering. Okay, that's not center. That's supposed basically center. So here's our center mark. We're going to go 4 inches on that side, and then we're going to go 4 inches on that side, and that will put that in the center. Center enough. Center, not center. Okay, 'tis the season though. All right, there's my mark. I know I'm half off the screen because I'm half off the desk even. But we will hang on to these little scraps. We don't know. We might use them. For sure, they will go in the leftover folder. Where's that mark? I can barely see it, so I know y'all can't see it. Not at all. At all. Right there. Pretty good. Okay, got that. In my head, I'm going to make a little folder, flip-flap folder downer thing. So, which means I don't know what I'm doing. We're just going to play because it don't no matter. We get this little ruler, and our page is basically basically 5.5 tall. So, let's get our little scoreboard. Going to score this, and it's bigger than the scoreboard. I'm going to go right there. Should it matter to you? What is that measurement even? 2 inches? Okay. So this is gonna go folded. I'm working details out in my head as I struggle. Fold right there. Shake and bake and hang it. Okay. Did it fold straight-ish? Okay. That's going to go like that. But I really want it to come back up this way. Do I want it to come back up this way? No, I want the other thing to come back down over it. That's what I want to do, right? Oh my God, now my brain's malfunctioned. Is that anything new? No, it's not. All right. We're just gonna fold stuff up as because we can. Oh, bless my heart. Okay. Because that means I'll need to put something on that side. So we cover that side up. Okay. Well, actually, that could be a pocket. And I could just stop hurting my brain. I think that's what I'll do. Stop trying to hurt my brain. It might be a quick video, y'all. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're just going to glue this down. Get a piece of scrap paper, which I did clear off a lot of scrap paper off my desk and surrounding areas and put it all over here. Get some glue stick. I want that to fold that way. That was my plan, right? Since I never said what the plan was. No, in my head for a minute there, I had some kind of elaborate flip-floppy fold over then it just, well, let's just face it, it all went to shit in my brain, okay? Because that's what happens sometimes in my brain. Okay, we want to burnish that because glue stick likes to be burnished. All right. That's going to be a pocket. It is a pocket because I have to. But I like it. So, yeah. So we're going to glue up this little edge. We're going to glue up this little edge. Just ignore the little white edges because, you know, it doesn't matter. Perfection is not the name of my game. I'm going to trim that off because it's bothering me. As well as that is bothering me. Okay. It was a surprise to me to go live. Probably as much as it was for anybody to see me going live. And I was surprised to see anybody came. Popo, Shauna, thank you so much for being here. Specifically, y'all, or pacifically, depending on how you want to pronounce it. All right, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. And we decided we were basically 5.5 tall, so let's just go ahead and do that. 5.5 is roughly there, and I'm going to take just a little tick mark off because that's what I feel like doing. Oh, I'm sure that's perfectly straight. Gives us another scrap because we need more scraps. We don't have anywhere near enough scraps. Oh, that is just beautiful. Let's glue the whole thing down. Uh-oh, lost that piece of scrap paper. Oh, goodness. I'm almost doing a craft-a-lanch over here. Y'all. That'll work. Glue stick. We're just going to glue stick the whole thing down. So what have y'all been doing in your art rooms, in your art space, on your work surfaces? Doesn't have to be art. You could have, you know, been doing your taxes. I think it's basically tax season. I think it's always tax season around her. Here being the U.S. of A. Ooh, and what about St. Patrick's Day? Did y'all do anything fun for that? She asked, and then she's going to stick this down and then look at the screen for an answer because lag is real. I'm thinking about changing internet providers. I know I've thought about it before. We've talked about it. My hubby and I, we've talked about it. And, you know, things have been really busy around here, so we didn't actually follow. I didn't actually follow through with anything. Oh, it is stuck down. It just didn't look stuck down. I recently refilled my art glitter glue bottle, so it's pretty full. Okay. Ta-da! Now what? Now what? I don't know. Now we got a background. We got that. Okay. Let's see. I really like that. It probably doesn't show up in the camera very well. Not really. I don't know. It looks like it's out of a catalog or something, maybe. Because the rug on the back is $39.99. So I don't know what that is. That looks like it's off of the calendar. Here's another little scrap. Okay, bring her folder back. Let's see what else we got to play with. Rosemary. So nice to have y'all here. I love this. I don't know about that. This. And that. I love that. That was so fun. CB has, she works with fabric. So she has a lot of fabric dyes. So we did some fabric dyeing of paper. And I like the black, so we're going to take that out. I think I like this one better. Not that it matters. Taxes. Oh, yeah. Taxes. We've actually already done our taxes. Hubby likes to get that over with pretty quickly. That could be a tag. Anything could be a tag, really. That could be a tag. Why don't we just make a flippy floppy tag? Flippy floppy. Which means I should fray this end out. Freya. You think that's how they came up with that name, Freya? Oh. Ugh. Nice. Now I feel like I want to do this side too because it's not quite as frayed. Freya. It's a pretty name though. I think it's spelled with an E, not an A, like fabric fray. I guess I shouldn't say. I don't know how you spell that either. All right, come on. Oh, well, that was no bueno. Try it again. This side doesn't want to tear real good at all. Let me try this side. Let me try this other end. I want the frayed edge. I don't want a cut edge. Oh, come on. All right, fine. We'll just snip and rip. It's just not going to do it. I'm probably not getting enough edge. Oh, well. Chop it up. It's fine. Because we're going to make it fray. Freya. Pokey tool from the Dollar Tree. I don't know about y'all, but I'm still aggravated about them going up to $1.25 and now $1.50. I almost wonder if they're going to be out of business by the end of 26. You know, I went to the Dollar Tree the other day. I don't go very often. I don't go out shopping very often, y'all. And I noticed their art aisle was very slim. Very slim pickings on the art aisle. So, actually, a lot of their aisles seems slim. Slim pickings. He was a singer way, way back in the day, before my day. Okay. That's going to be a tag. And I want it to go. We're going to go about right there. Otherwise, I just end up with 2 lines of text, and I want it to look more deliberate like that. Actually, that pocket's pretty wide, isn't it? It's the whole page wide. Okay. Fold that in half. It's going to be a double-sided. Oh, but it could be a pocket now that we've folded it in half. It could be a pocket itself, couldn't it? Because why not? Why not be a pocket? That we could cut that down just a tick to make it fit in there. We'll have to cut that down to make that fit in there. Or we could just fold it over. Let's trim it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Make it even more straighter. Not that it should matter, right? But apparently it's going to matter in my head. Okay. Think flippy floppy tag thingy. I don't like that side as much as I like this side. Okay, but where'd the pokey thing go? What this is, it's just 2-piece strips of fabric sewed on top of each other. So I want to fray this one edge. It's got a little fray on it, but not enough. I want more. More is better. More is better. All right, there we go. Let's turn over and see how it looks. Oh yeah, that's definitely better. That made me happy. More better happy. Okay, so that's gonna go in there, and that's gonna go in there, and that's gonna go out. Why does that look crooked? That is crooked. It's a wedge. How did it get it to be a wedge? Maybe it wasn't straight to begin with. Even on one side wasn't straight. Oh, it's so not. No wonder it looks wedged. And it's not by much. I mean, I'm going to take just a little more. Just a little bit more. We're going to unwedge it. There we go. I feel better about that. And we all know it's about me feeling better. Okay. After I glue it, it should still go in there. Okay. Oh, it could go all the way through. We don't have to glue the bottom. We don't have to, but we will have to trim it anyway because it's going to be too sticky outy. Or we could do thatty. I know. It's a tag and a tag and a tag. Because the bottom should be about like that. And then that could go like that. And like that. Okay, we'll do that. So now I got to fray this top edge. I don't know if it's going to fray though. It's doing okay. Kind of liking it wild and woolly too. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Like that. A piece of black. Black card. Yeah, like that. We're going to glue that on. Which side do I want? I want this side. Get our crap paper. We're making a flippy floppy tag thingy. I can see the glue on it, but it's fairly textured, so I'm going to leave a bit like that. It's perfect, I'm sure. It's not, but it's going to be perfect. There we go. Okay, nobody's really saying anything, which is okay because I'm really bad at reading chat. But y'all know that about me. Unless I'm watching somebody else stream. In which case, I'm more watching chat than streaming. Well, except when I'm watching Rosemary on TV. It's a little hard to read the chat that far away from it. think we're going to go, well, that's crooked too. Why is all my stuff crooked? Oh, that's way too wide. Way too much reveal on that side. Just trim it just ticky tack more. Ticky tack. There. Oh, now it's too narrow. Who didn't see that coming? Just a even more lesser. There we go. Now it's perfect, right? Okay, that's going to flop over. Yes, we're going to have just a ticky-tack reveal right there on the top, just like that. Might want to cut some more off the bottom, but we're just going to skizzer that. Straight thoughts, straight thoughts, straight thoughts, and it's darn near straight. Okay, so that will go in there because that's just copy weight paper, not super thin copy weight paper. It's going to go in there like that. Which side did I like the best? The best or the side? Like that. Ah, get back over there. And then that's going to go like that. We want some more. That's actually very blue, but we can make something the other color. Let me get rid of these. Let me get rid of these really not keepable. I'm not keeping them. Shock. Okay. We can make that the other color. And now I got to move all this junk because I got it all piled up over here. My scrap paper. Actually, this was for a project, so just shove that behind there. It can still be for a project. I got it covering up all my crap paint over here. It's all piled up on my crap paint. Okay, there we go. All right, move that too. I think that's going to be a pretty perfect match. Now I need a piece of crap paper back. We're going to paint at this. Shake it up. Put that back over there. Put that back in there so we can find it in a minute. Look at the chat. Surprise! 3 dogs and 2 kids. How the heck are you, my friend? Good gracious. Must be in the middle of the night for you. Right? Dampen my little paintbrush just a tick. It helps the color come off when you clean your brush with acrylics. Acrylics. I know, I'm such a great painter. I'm painting out the lid. We're just gonna, I have no plans. I just want to use this little piece of coffee sleeve. And we just want to bring some of that color in. There we go. I'm sure that's perfect. Hanging in there. Oh, 3:30 in the, oh, well, I'm off kilters then. Late afternoon. Are you cold? Are you still cold? We're cold today. We were cold yesterday and today. Actually, we had a surprise freeze night before last, which aggravated me because I didn't get my, I got peas, y'all. The trick to peas here in this part of Texas is to plant them in the beginning of December. I know, it's bizarro, but it's true. And they got buds on them, and I hope the freeze didn't hurt them. It doesn't seem to have bothered the cabbage or the collard greens. The fig tree's got a few upset leaves about it, though. I went out there and examined all that this morning. Okay, I like that. I'm going to hit it with heat gun, y'all. 14. Now, is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? I have to turn it off so I can hear her answer me in chat. Yeah. Oh, sometimes I'm just so special. Okay, back to the tag because it's going to go in there. I might as well glue it shut because it's. But wait, don't just glue it shut. We want, what side do we want? Does it matter? No, because it doesn't. But I do want to notch it. Not a round thumb notch, but the notch. The notcher. I wonder if it'll punch through both. I'm sure it's perfectly centered because we all know how important that is. Hey, I'm rather pleased with that. Keep those because we might can use those on a mini moo card. Huh. Which side do I like better? I think I like this side better. But it's double-sided, so it doesn't matter, right? Okay, let's ink. Inkity dinkity. Oh, there it is. That's my favorite inker. Hint, 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 hint. Scorched timber. I guess it all depends on how you hold it, right? You know, YouTube doesn't really care. It's an interaction, and that's all they count. Interactions. Good or bad or indifferent. And now I'm thinking I may round those bottom corners. Because I might. Yeah, let's just go ahead and round it. The bottom corner. Use a teensy tiny one. Teensy tiny one. Get back up there where I can find it next time. Now we're going to re-ink that as if it even matters. Okay, inkity dinkity. Oh, goodness, y'all. Can you believe it's already the middle of March? OMG. I'm still not over the holidays. We didn't have much of a holidays. We were very busy for that. Okay. All right. I said I was going to go ahead and glue it shut. And I'm going to glue the whole thing shut. And in my head, a belly band on the outside of this just popped in my head. But that's basically what we're kind of, and it doesn't need a belly band. Oh, this is the envelope. The tag's going in here. No. Don't get too carried away. Sometimes I do that. My brain goes into overdrive and we just start thinking all kinds of stuff. Oh, we want to round these too. Where'd the rounder go? Teensy tiny round on this one and teensy tiny round on that one. I'm not going to ink it. It's black. It's already dark. Already dark? Uh-oh. 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 Think my glue squished. We'll try it from the other side, see if that's any better. We know it's no different. It might be all right. I might end up having to lose my black edge reveal. Okay. Because the plan is to turn the heater down now that it's finally got warm out here. It's cold, y'all, today. I know I said that, but it's really true. Well, it's supposed to get up to 75, so I mean, it's not that true. I don't know what it currently is 59. So we're almost up to temperature. If I keep sliding it in and out, maybe to keep that glue from sticking too much in there, right? I know the time is just nuts. I know, I have to turn, I know. Have to turn the radio down when I get, I'm not going to say lost because it's, you know, not that easy to get lost with the GPS, although sometimes it will steer you the wrong direction, so to speak. I am going to trim this side because just a little bit, and I am freehanding it without a straight thought in my head. As wavy as an EKG. Well, maybe not that much. Those are actually more pointies than wavies. Okay. And now I feel better about it. Let's see if it works more butter. Oh, that's perfect. See? Just perfect. That's just perfect. Okay, this is still gonna go. This end is the top. That's the wrong side. I want this side like that. Because it's gonna go like that. Like that and like that. And I want a piece of this. Yeah, let's just like that. It's no particular shape. In actuality, it's just whatever shape it cut into. Okay, do kind of like that. But now I'm feeling something else. I want something else on there. I got some wax seals. Should we use a wax seal? Why can't we use a wax seal? Do we have anything of, oh, that's pretty, but then I wouldn't have my little thing on there, would I? Because that would just so totally cover it up. And I really like my little coffee sleeve thingamajiggy. But let's see. We could use this. Oh, and look at that piece of paper. It's on the desk. Surely it's free game if it's on the desk. See what this will look like. This is an oval punch. That's pretty good looking with this. May end up having to borrow you a piece of that. Like that, like that. Nope, that covers the whole thing too much, does it? I don't know. Let's wiggle woggle. Wiggle woggle. Just make it a little smaller. Wiggle woggle. Wiggle woggle. That's how it came out real straight. I don't want it real straight like that. Wiggle woggle. Deeper wiggle woggles. There. Perfect. Now it looks like a little black cloud. Oh, I need more black clouds in my life. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. I love it. Okay. We'll put a diamond on it. She says now that she's thinking about diamonds. Do we want a big giant diamond? A big giant diamond? I got it washed over here because I got big giant diamonds over here. How big and giant? I don't know. Fairly big and giant. These are different. They're the same, but they're different. Because they're diamonds. Okay. Just for grins. I mean, because, you know, that's all we got going for us. Our personality is nothing but grins. These came from Hobby Lobby. And did I buy them? I probably bought more than one package. I don't know. It says 552 pieces. So they might have all came in there. But see, we don't have this color in this gem. Don't forget, we got our background we need to sort of coordinate with. I'm leaning towards the purple, but y'all know I like the purple. Because it's purple. And these are actually a slightly different size. Probably doesn't look like it on screen. These are slightly bigger, like about a 1/16 of an inch bigger. Ooh, I like that green one. I like that gold one. I think we'll go with the gold. Or what about that peach? No, gold, aka yeller. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. But I'm also thinking I'm going to put this on here too now, because it's like perfect, right? Then we can't see none of that. What is my plan for this? I don't have a plan. I'm just layering. I can't have it go off to the side because it's going to slip down in the envelope. Maybe I'll just hang on to that. Let's just do this. Okay, but I'm going to, do I want to flip that back up? Or do I, yeah, I do. I claimed it. I want to flip it back up. Okay, going like that. Perfect. And this is going to fold over that. Oh, I need to fray the bottom. I mean, if we're going to have frays, let's just fray that everywhere. So we get all them little loose rough ends going on. Can you hear it scratching? Looking at the chat. I have a quiet chat room. I seldom pay attention to the chat in my own room. Kind of typical, I guess. All right. So still going to go that way. Still going to go that way. Yeah. That's the ticket. Open that and open that flap on the bottom like that. We're gonna staple that. I got a Timmy stapler over here. Tiny attacher. Oops. 1 and 2. Oh, untwist. Okay. Put that away. Let's get some snot glue. Y'all put some acetone in here to thin it down, aka fingernail polish. I got a little thin. Just a little bit of glue right there. And I got to be careful because it volcanoes like nobody's business now. Okay. So that goes that way. Flops over the staples. We would have covered them up with our little black cloud anyway. But now it's definitely covered up. Oh, glue. Even my glue's volcanoing. Okay. Perfect. More perfect. Okay. I said, this gold? No, question mark. Yeah, I think it was this gold. Yeah, this gold. Let's take this one here off this end. Oh, it's still got sticker on it. I'm going to put some glue. Trust issues, y'all. Trust issues. Wipe the extra glue. Wipe the extra glue. Okay. And then it's going to slide in the envelope tag pocket like that. Slide. I said you're going to slide. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Ta-da! Now what? Okay. Now what indeed? Okay. We've got, put the thing back in the glue. I changed my tip recently. I'm going to show you. Not that you'll necessarily be able to see. But on these fine tips, you've got this part that fits over the bottle plastic lid. And then down here, there's like this extra little sticky outy needle. I don't know. Extra little sticky outy needle. And my other tip had lost that part. I don't know whatever happened to it. It was just gone. So anyway, okay. We could make a second tag with that. What else we got? We got these lovely strips. Oh, we got these other papers. I like that. How's that gonna look? Very sad. No. I already like that other one better. We've already used the other one. No. But we do have that. Oh, y'all. Oh, bless my heart. Anybody have any ideas? Bueller. I do like that. Don't like it on there. I like the color to go with this color. Flopping out. Get rid of that. Let's just look at it plain by itself like that. It's interesting. I didn't say it was good. I just said it was interesting. Although I don't dislike it. Okay. So being how I don't dislike it. Oh, but we could see our staples on the inside. Don't look at it. That is like the perfect width right there. I'm going back to my flip-floppy thing in my head. Sophia, look at you, girl. I'm so glad to see you. Hugs and cookies. Boy, I like the cookies. Right now, I'm working on it. Well, not right now, at the exact moment right now. I am working on a package of pecan sandies. That's pecan sandies, not pecan sandies. Okay. And I like this side better like that. So we're going to go like this. Only it needs to go like this. It needs to go like this. I'm going to make a hinge. So let me get the chopper back out. We're going to chop off that much. I'm sure it's perfect. Okay. Because it's going to go, I want it to go like that. That go like that. Little skizzer work. Sure, it's perfect. I'm going to fold this in halfish because you know it's all measured out perfectly. Glue. Does it matter? It might matter. But I'm not going to worry about it because I don't think anybody's going to examine it that closely other than me. Okay. That way. Don't lay it on there in case we accidentally miss. Oh, not that way. That way. I was almost going to put it upside down anyway. No matter how hard I tried not to, I was going to. Oh. Just a little ticky part. Okay. some glue on this side. Oh, no, I don't have to glue it on that side. Hang on. Give me a second. Sometimes I need more information. Sometimes I need an afterthought. Now I got to let that dry. Cover that silly quote. No, I like the quote. It is a silly quote because something has to end for something to begin, and we all know that. I don't want the glue on this side because I'm going to slide it over like that. Yeah, like that. So I need my glue on this side, on the inside. Doesn't have to be beautiful, although it is and will be. Okay. Does that cover up all those little white letters mostly close enough? There. Ta-da! You didn't ink it. Well, we didn't have to, but I've all of a sudden decided I wanted to. So now we're going to do it the hard way without trying to move it. This is why people plan things out for their videos, their live shows anyway. Glue the top. Put some ink on it. There we go. Is it perfect? Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to have to think about something to put on the inside of that. What can I put on the inside of that? Because, see, I want it to go like that. And I think now that I'm pretty sure that's the way I want it to go, I'm going to do this the hard way. Wait, where'd it go? Because I want it to go there, and I want it to basically stay there. So I'm going to run a bead of glue inside. I'm going to stick the tip in and bring up glue like that much. Scooch that over so we don't accidentally glue it in. We don't want to glue it in. We just want to glue a more narrow pocket. And I'm okay with those ends being square like that because I am. This side doesn't look inked with scorched timber. Anyway, I had to turn the heater on because I had turned it off because we were summertime last week. So I finally turned the air conditioner off just a few days ago. So I'm like, why am I running the air conditioner when I'm not out there? Here, being the there. Okay. Oh, how perfect is that? But I want to do something on the bottom of that for those. What do I want to do? I could bring in a little piece of this. That's an option. I could bring in this fancy piece, but I don't like it there. But I might like it there. Don't forget we have this one, but I don't like that at all because that is like green. There's a little green in there, but this is like spring, and no, that one's going back in the folder. Don't forget we have these little things. Could we use? Oh, I don't know. Use another piece of that, but then that might make it too floppy uppy. But that would work. That would work. I think it would make me happy. So let's just do that, just like that. Just like that. It's gonna be perfect. Not really. We want it to still boat over. a little bit more with the little mice biteies. Like that. Okay. I made a piece of white show up. I don't want the white. We'll just tear it off then. Okay. We're just taking whatever ink's on there. Perfect. Get some glue. You notice we're not overthinking on any of this stuff. Don't fall over. There. Perfect. Flop it over. Perfect. Hold it. Don't glue there. Okay. That might actually go there, but do we want to make it go that way? Or do we want to make it go that way? I think I'm liking the lighter side to come from the lighter portion there, but I think I want a different shape. I'm going to look at chat. Mostly close is good enough. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, sorry. Bingy bangy. Put these away. Everything's a wreck out here. Well, it has been since the flood, and y'all know that's been since 21, right? Yeah. Since the flood out here in the studio. I mean, I had the place back together, and then it's just been trashed out. I'm liking that though. Okay. That could be a pocket too. And I have the thought of a paper doll, because we can use paper dolls anytime we want to, even if they're not in the photo, because we love our paper dolls. And this teensy tiny one I like. Although she looks a little sad. Do we want a tiny one? Y'all not helping very much. I'm going to leave her out though, because we could go big. These are the ones I call jumbos. Although not all of them in here, because sometimes they get mixed up. Got a boy and a dog. Let's see. Do any of these speak to me today? I use her a lot because she's very neutral. To me, she's very neutral. Could use those girls. They're almost creepy, I think. Almost. These two are cute, except she's very sad. She's like, you will hold your sister's hand and you will stop crying right now. Can't you just hear somebody yelling at them little kids like that? Like the photographer? Ooh. No. None of y'all. It's almost like the first one that catches my eye is the one we're going to end up with. But let's look through the large ones. These are the large ones. Y'all, I've had this thing for the marshmallow peeps. Okay, this is going to sound weird. I like the peeps. I know they're just regular marshmallows with extra sugar coating on them, okay? I like the peeps to dry up some. So I'll buy them this year and eat them next year because I like them more firmer. I know it's very bizarre. They do not go bad. Sugar does not go bad unless it gets some kind of mold in it, if it gets wet or whatnot, okay? Sugar is like salt. It just doesn't go bad. Honey doesn't either. Real honey. Not Cairo syrup. Not faux honey. Real honey. Anyway. Oh, she's cute. Oh, she's cute. I've been eating them soft, straight out of the package. I'm liking the one in the hat. I might keep the one in the hat. Because I like how she's sitting on there. We're just going to keep the one in the hat. I've decided we're not overthinking. And I like her too, so I'm going to keep her out. We might end up doing something with it. Or not. Put that back over there out of the way. Because I do like her sitting there. But we can't put her on the flap because then the flap won't flap up. So that's our problem. Okay. She could go on there. All right, let's see. She could go on a separate tag, but not actually look like she's on a tag. We could split the difference because we can do anything we want to as long as we can figure out how to do it. So we've got this, and that will just about cover that whole thing up. So that would work. Okay. Let's do, just get out the thing. So it'll be half-ass straight. Here we go. I'm sure it's perfect. Just see how well that slides in there. Pretty invisible, but she needs more to sit on. So we could do that like that. But I want it to look more like the background. So let's just, no. Lost. Oh, that side's crookeder. You'd think somebody cut that with the scissors. I'm sure it's more perfect or now. Okay. So she can sit on there. We can have that slide under. Get out of the way. Like that. You still need that. What's them other pieces look like? Because they're too narrow too. Oh, no, it's not. Look at that. It's perfect. That'll be perfect. We'll use that one. Stick that one back in the folder. So we're going to, glue stick. We'll have to trim it because it looks like it's maybe a little wider in a few places. Way too much glue. Glue, 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 glue. Glue, 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 glue. More glue. Put that back in there. It doesn't matter. We just want to line up at least one side. Oh, sliding. Perfect. Okay, move that. Now it's sticky. Burnish. Burnish the glue stick. Burnish the glue stick. Okay. Let's trim it. Best practice is to let it dry before you trim it. But I'm not the best practicer. I just like to tell you what the best practice is. Okay. And I recently cleaned my scissors too. So now they're going to be all sticky again. Yay. Sticky. Okay. Now I know the trees, it's kind of going sideways, but it's not going to be noticeable. Now I got to trim this off because evidently I didn't. There we go. I'm sure it's perfect. Does it fit okay? Fits okay. Okay. Where'd my girl go? There she is. She's going to set up there, but I need to bump her up so that when we slide her in, she automatically slides over this. So we need to bump her up. And I want her right like what? Right like that. Okay. So flop her over. Get a pencil. Put a line. Now I need the heavy cardstock because this is heavy cardstock. And we're just going to make some bump up strips. They don't have to be straight, but straight-ish. And I'm going to go with, do I just want 2? I don't know. We're going to try 2 and we'll see how bumped up that goes. So now we're going to put some glue on here. That's why you put your needles back in your glue, y'all. Just in case you were curious about that. Okay. Glue right there. And yeah, we're going to have to trim off one side or the other or both. So let me trim that. Perfect. We're going to put the other strip on. Okay, now we need to trim that one off. 2 might be enough, but I'm going to let that sit for a minute and dry. Actually, I'm going to set it on the keyboard because the keyboard has hot air blowing up through it. Okay, don't lose that. What is that? I don't know what that is. What about that piece? We can still use that piece. We can still use any piece we want to, including this one, which we did not forget about. We almost did, but we didn't. We put this little stuff in the recycle. That too. Okay. So you're going to stay there. You're going to work over here. And that's going to give us 2 things. But now I feel like that's going to be a little odd in my head because it's 2 things. 2 things can be the right number. Right? I've already deemed it possible. So yes, 2 things can be the right number. Okay. Let's see how dry she is. I know it's only been a minute. Where's my thing? Get a paper clip. We're going to try her on. Sorry that I know that the sound sometimes on these videos is outrageous. Okay, I want that little bumped up section right on the edge of the card. So that's going to be pretty close. I might need it. Yeah, just to be safe, I'm going to put another little strip on there. Well, that one's way crooked. And straight dots. See, you just change your attitude and you get straighter thoughts. Get the glue back over here. It's putting like a little ledge on the back. That's the more straighter one. And like I said, it is a heavy cardstock, so it's actually a little thicker than the black, because it's just regular. It's regular. Now I'm going to try to show you. Okay, that's cupped over. Don't be cupped. No cups allowed. Not today. Can we see? Ish. Maybe ish. See the clearance? Or should I put another? Y'all not answering. And I looked, so I know you're not answering. Okay. I think that'll work. We're going with the 3 layers. Okay. So, do I want to ink around her? Just a ticky-tacky bit with what's on the dauber. Not Pam Dauber, but dauber. We could start calling our daubers Pam, though, couldn't we? We know who Pam Dauber is, right? That is a question that I expect an answer to. Chat, people, y'all. Do y'all know who Pam Dauber is? I'm not going to give it away until somebody answers. Yes, Mindy. Good call, Popo. Good call. Oh, Robin Williams. God bless him. Okay, that's going to be good. Just round the corners because I like rounded corners, especially when you're going in and out of pockets. We're going to use the tiny part of the rounder. The tiny part. Tiny part. And I don't need to ink it because it's on black card. So theoretically, it's dark enough. Because I said so. Okay. So we're only going to glue on the strip, the furring out strip where we bumped it up. Where'd you put the glue? I'm only going to put glue on that part. We're not going to worry about the back of her being unattractive and unfinished, Mom. It's okay. I'm not a French seamstress. I don't need to finish all my backs. And I think I've got her centered. Let's flop it over and see how it looks on this side. That's pretty good. That's okay. Okay. We get some Ellie Mae's. We should name all our stuff after TV personalities on sitcoms. Ellie Mae, clamp it. Clamp it. Beverly Hillbillies, if you didn't get that reference. Not the actress's real name. It was her TV character. Okay? Pam Dauber is a real actress's name. Okay. Set it back over here on the keyboard. Let some more Mara get on it. Because now I want to address this. Because I do like this. I'm not crazy about the shape. Should I? Oh, XOXO, Safia. Thanks for coming, darling. I so appreciate your company and your responses. Okay. Do we want to cut it into a tag, not a tag shape, a label shape? A label shape. Do I feel labelish? What shape would y'all think that would be good as? It requires live chat input. And I've got my list of words which are offered for free over on my Ko-fi. And I will maybe remember to put that link in the description box below when I come back to put stuff in the description box below. It might could work. Yeah, I like that one. I'm probably gonna use that one. I will read it to you later. Okay, someone pick a shape for that. I don't want oval. Oval is not making me a happy camper today. See, here's an oval. It's totally the wrong color, but I'm not liking the oval. I'm feeling taggish. Taggish. Or a labelish taggish. I keep saying tag, I mean the word label. I mean the word label. I'm over here at the die cutting station. Surely I got some. Oh, I know where they are. They're over here. Right? I got a flip flop. Flip flopping. What's in there? Nothing. Well, there's something in there, but nothing I'm interested in. Still flopping. Maybe this one. Yeah, this one. This one. This one's got some labelage. They look more like tickets. No. No. Not that one. Still looking. I want it label shape. Giving up these other dies. Would that be an office? Would labels be an office? Anybody know? Oh, now that might be nice. No. No. I know. You can't see me flipping. Because I want it big enough that you can see, well, that I can see, because you can't see on camera. Those are too big. I can already tell. Look at that. That's like way not good. This is why you own so many dies, y'all. Because finding the right one is practically impossible. What about in there? What about in there? I'm just not jiving. Not jiving with that. Okay. All right. I don't know. Maybe that one. I might have found one. Might have coulda. Might have coulda. I think this next one's too big. I'm sure. Yeah, it's too big. That one might work. I think I'm gonna no, because it's not. It doesn't cover the whole image, does it? Oh, but you know what? Nobody's gonna look that close. I just said it, so don't nobody look that close. Let me get some washi. Look who's overthinking already. Okay. I want to go like that. It's perfect, right? Tape it on there. All right, let me go cut this. Oh, Molly, you're riding away, girl. You flopped yourself riding away. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't shift because that is the only thing of that I have. Which is probably why I wanted to use it. There's no more. All right. All right. Almost. Now we have teensy tiny scrap of nothing. Okay. That's practically perfect. Perfect enough. I don't like it as well as I liked it when it was a rectangle. Bless my heart. It's just too late now. Gracious. Oh, that's kind of disappointing. I'm going to ink it though. And it's a little flippy floppy soft paper, so I'm going to use the ruler to back it up. I shouldn't lay that on there. All right. Do y'all have plans for Easter? I don't. Actually, I thought about it last night. I thought, should I make an Easter dinner? I have to make a cake. It's the Easter law around our house. My mother always bought a homemade cake from Mrs. Batts. She made lamb cakes. And I have a lamb pan, so I will make a lamb cake. And a lamb cake is always a coconut cake. It's the Easter law, I'm telling you. So that's what I'm thinking. Even if we not crazy about it anymore, I did like it better as a rectangle. We're still going to use it. Okay, that goes there. How's she doing? She's probably okay. See if it works. Ha ha ha! Ta-da! And you can't hardly tell the background too terrible much. Not on the screen. Not too much on the screen. We could slide her that way just a tick, or nope, we can't slide her much because she fits in there pretty doggone good. Okay. All right. She's on there. I feel like I want something else. I do. I feel like I want something else. But see, it would have to go on this side of her tag. Uh-oh. The pocket's right there. So we can't put something else right there because we got the pocket there because that only comes over to here. Okay. We have this little tiny piece. That's actually an awesome color for that. We can put that back here as a journaling spot. And it's ripped right there. It's got a little rip in it. It's got a little rip in it. like that. Just like that. But I want to round, teensy tiny round this edge. Teensy tiny round. Little inka dinka. Scorcha temperda. Just like that. And glue. I think I might be almost done, y'all. It's going to be tuck. So we're only going to glue 2 sides for a tuck. Just perfectly like that. Perfect. Perfectly. Okay. Oh. Here we go. Okay. It just slides in there so well. Yay. Yay. Okay. Anything else? Put Ellie up. LMA. Oops. That's a recycle bin. These are going back in the folder. Folder. Recycle, recycle, recycle. I want this little piece though. It might work on a mini moo card. I like the little mini moos, y'all. Okay. And the tags with tucks. Have y'all been watching the tags with tucks? Those are silly fun. Those can almost be overthinkers too. Okay. Those are going to go back in the folder. Where's that little, we had that little tiny paper doll. Where'd we put her? Where'd she go? Oh, and we got that page number. Still got that page number. We put the centering ruler away. Okay. Do we want the number 10 somewhere? She could be 10 years old, but she looks younger than 10. She looks more like 8. Therefore, that is how old she is. She is now 8 years old. Okay, put all that back in there. Where'd the little one go? Anybody see where she went? She might be on the floor. Molly, did you take her? Did you take that little bitty girl? The little bitty paper doll? My lap? Nope. Well, she's gone. Is she over here? No. Those are all just crumbs too. What is that? Oh, that's a scrap. Lots of scraps. I need to go back in the folder. Well, I don't know. That's kind of cute back there. Maybe that's my third thing, right? Yeah. I think that's going to be our thing. Although I want it. I don't have to stick it all the way down in there. Yeah. Or we can actually even stick it behind her. No. But I like it. We want to cover the back then. So where'd you hide the folder? Let's see what we got going on in the folder. We could use a piece of that's perfect size. That's what I'm using. Move that back out of the way. Put the scrappy paper back. glue stick out. Chat is being quiet. Did y'all at least give me a thumb up? Up yours? I will probably round these corners as well. Are you still there? Anyone still there? There's 3 people here. I didn't expect many people because it was a surprise. I've talked about, I do have a couple things I want to show y'all before I leave. Before y'all leave. Trim this out. Probably going to round the corners. I know I already said that, but consider it a reminder. Paint talk, cutting, not straight lines. You can bet that's true. All right, put that back over here in the folder. Teeny tiny round, teeny tiny round, teeny tiny, teeny tiny. Scorch it up. Don't forget to kind comment. Come back and kind comment because YouTube likes interactions. I do too. It's not just them. It's me too. There, that kind of breaks up that background just a little tick. Okay. Kind of like it. I saw a word on here I wanted to use. That one. Like I said, these are just some weird words because sometimes I just collect weird words. And they are available. It's one sheet. You have to print it yourself. It's a digital over on Ko-fi. Trimming it. Keeping my straight thought. Very thoughtful. And it is copyright paper. I did just print them out on copyright paper. Anyway, it's black words on white paper. Well, if you print on white paper. So we got black ink, and then we've got white words on a black background, and then we've got white words. It's supposed to be brown, but it sure printed off orange on mine. So no guarantees what color that's going to be. I do want this because I do. I'm kind of liking it there. Y'all not giving me any input. Yeah, I'm kind of liking it right there. That's where it's going. That's going to be its new home. Don't forget, I got a couple things I want to show you. One of them I've had for a little while. And I told the person that sent it I would show it on my next live stream. And that would be this one. It says cracked like a book. That's what it says. Okay. I want to put the date. We're calling this page done. It is not October anymore. It is March 18. Not that one, that one. And it's not 25 anymore either. I gotta check the stamp. Oh, I don't want to use this because this one is water reactive. I want a permanent ink for a permanent record. Try not to wiggle. Okay. March 18. Yeah. Okay. The flat part goes towards me, so the date will be in the correct orientation. Where do I want to stamp it? Take you out. We're going to stamp it. Right? Is it flat? Yes, flat enough. Right there. Oh, perfect, right? Absolutely perfect. Okay. And she just slides in and her feet just slide over. Slide over, I said. Slide over just like that. Just like that. Okay, perfect. So cute. Okay. So I recently got a thinking of you card. Look at that. It's from Arlene. Thank you, Arlene. It's adorable. It's beautimous. Beautimous. Thank you. But I have this other thing over here. I hid it. I hid it from myself. Oh, don't fall, y'all. Just thinking about craft-a-lanching back here. Okay. Long time ago, I made a paper bag journal. It was a lunch bag. You may remember, maybe not. I don't know if I could ever find it in the, in my history. But we made a lunch bag. Y'all remember when we made the piece of bread printout? Oh my gosh. Anyway, it was a lunch bag. You know it's a lunch bag because it says lunch bag. Y'all. And it was a very blank journal. It was just the pages, and that was that. Okay. And I don't know if it was a giveaway or what it was. I don't remember that part at all. But look, it's been decorated. Okay. Some of these pages I don't remember, y'all. How adorable is that? I mean, look at the pocket. I mean, it's awesome sauce. Just beautimous. You can just look at it and pet it and touch it. I already said that. Petting is touching. Look at this. Look at all the fun stuff in here. Just totally fun stuff. Beautimous. So my friend decorated all up, the lunch bag, and sent it back to me. Y'all remember when I used to joke about that with Dee Dee? I said, how funny would it be to get your own stuff back? Because it's funny. I think it's funny. I think it's wonderful. Look. Mary Ellen. I put that on there because that's where I signed it. And then she's, yeah. How funny. I love it. It's awesome sauce. How pretty is that? How pretty is that, y'all? It was so funny when I got this. I'm like, oh, what a great journal. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking how wonderful it is, because it is. And then when I flipped it over to the back one, I'm like, hey, I recognize that piece of bread. Hi, y'all. Oh, thank you again, my friend. How fun. How absolutely fun is that? And did y'all see the box? Oh, there's other stuff in the box. Wait a minute. I'll show you the box. we've got this fun piece of deli paper with treasures in it. It's got treasures in it. And the coin doolallers that you can fold over and make specimen slides. Okay. And look, a piece of film. And then we've got this wonderful matchbox with fun, I think it's paper clay. And you open up the matchbox, and inside there is this fun tube. I'm not sure what to do with it, but it is like super fun, and it's purple. It stretches all out, and then it xylophones all down. Okay. Goes in the matchbox. And I may or may never do anything with these things. I may just treasure them as they are because I like the pet stuff. Just saying. How wonderful is that? The lunch bag that keeps sharing. Y'all, it's so fun. Thank you, my friend. It's a beautiful box. My husband and son, when they thought, they're like, what a great box. And I'm like, it really is. Because, you know, you can never have too many good boxes. Just saying. Because that is so true. So that's going to be it, y'all. We're going to wrap it up for today. I so appreciate everyone that came to the live show and everyone that is rewatching the live show. Please be sure to leave a kind comment. I did use that word, kind. So this is our page. We might have spent more time on it than we needed to, but look. Oh, please don't be glued shut. All these things can be taken out and used somewhere else if we wanted to. Look, that's so fun. Nice little journaling spot. Should one happen to do that kind of thing? Oh, no, now it doesn't want to slide back in there all the way. There you go. There you go. And then it slides over here, and that just kind of flops out. And then we've got this little journaling spot, should we want to use it as one or not. And then look, she comes out, and she's got a pocket on her backside. I have to prove to you it's a pocket. There we go. Pocket. Well, that's actually more of a tuck spot, but that's okay. I may put some journaling in there later. Maybe not. And then this flips up to reveal every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. And Seneca, whoever that is, cracked like a book. That's the best part. Cracked like a book. And there she goes. Ta-da! Okay, I will let you go. I appreciate all of y'all for your thoughts, your prayers. They are still wanted. They are still needed. And as I understand it, we've recently heard that Raul has been diagnosed. So if you are the praying, positive vibe kind of person, please send up positive vibes and prayers for our friend Raul. I believe his last name is Reynolds. He is here on YouTube. And he's a great supporter of lots and lots of people. He's the one that's been taking care of doing the New Year's streamathon. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Kind comments, likes, shares, subscriptions. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Happy arting, y'all.